Hi everybody, it's Wednesday. I'm Doug. Hey, I'm going to try to get these things out on Wednesday and Sunday to have some sort of consistent pattern. And today I'm going to actually start with one of the first articles I actually wrote, as opposed to the first few that you read or that you viewed were more the introductory how I started writing. And this is actually the meat and potatoes of what I was writing. I do want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to the 2020 graduates this year. My heart goes out to you with the situation that you're involved in. Just know that you can take the memories that you already made and the experiences that you had and go out and make new, even better, greater ones. And I happen to know a couple of my Ladue soccer girls have stumbled upon the channel, and I know you're watching. So I love and adore you. It wasn't the season we expected, but we'll be back better than ever. Okay, so hang in there. I'll see you soon. So this article I wrote back a couple years ago, it was in honor of the 31st anniversary of me becoming a father. So I present a special edition of the Drivel. Get special. Parenthood is the most amazing nonprofit group that you'll ever belong to. I'm certainly not making a groundbreaking statement, just here to reinforce that notion. The notion that we as parents are entrusted with this awe-inspiring 24/7 lifelong partnership with our children, more so in the last 4 weeks since you're actually teaching them as well. It's a partnership that includes love and guidance, love and tutelage, love and patience, love and joy, love, sadness, love, setbacks, love and triumphs. There's certainly more that you can probably feel free to add, but I think you get the idea. Love is the biggest part of this. From the moment that you read that positive result, all those anxious, exciting, scary months that follow to the birth of your child, it's an incredible journey. It's not a journey that stops at birth, though. It's one that begins anew. A journey so wonderful that at times there are no words that can even describe the feelings that you have as a parent. Although I know the function of the heart is to circulate our blood, I can't help but believe there's a dual purpose as well. A purpose to allow us to feel emotions that we cannot describe with words. I think that's why we sometimes feel our hearts in our throat. The heart's way of trying to get all those emotions out there. And for some, those are scary feelings, and they're really not sure how to deal with them. So maybe they suppress them, don't fully express them. For others, it's a bit easier. I'm not a psychologist, so I won't tackle that one. But all I know is, as my children grow older, you'll never hear the statement, "I never saw my dad cry." It's now become actually a warning for boyfriends that were brought over the years to Thanksgiving for when it's my turn to say what I'm thankful for. I can hear Aaron say it now. Oh God, here it comes. Many of you have had the experience of hearing me talk about my kids. My students were no exception. There was a particular story I would tell that centered around a McDonald's commercial from years ago. The theme was centered around a dad picking up his daughter and her friends from a middle school mixer. They excitedly all get into her car and she asks, "Dad, can we go to McDonald's?" His reply is, "Absolutely." So they pull up and park, as I'm sure they have done 100 times together. And he starts to get out of the car. That's when that's when his daughter says, "Well, you aren't coming in, are you?" "Well, no, of course not," says the dad. So as the commercial plays on, the jingle's in the background. We see the dad eating his cheeseburger alone out in the car. Then we see the girls at their table, next to some boys at theirs. They're laughing and throwing fries at each other. Then they zoom in on Lauren, his daughter, and she slyly and adoringly waves out to her dad. Game, set, match to McDonald's. A freaking Mickey D's commercial. I could barely get through telling it to the class without crying. Okay, I couldn't get through without crying. And if you notice, there might be something under my eye right now as I retell this. Life with our children is a series of these kinds of events. From the moment I laid my teary eyes on my firstborn, I had the ability to soothe and comfort her. When she was hungry, I fed her. When she was messy, I changed her. When she was tired, she slept. When she needed to be comforted, I held and I rocked her. Easy stuff, right? That bond, that parental power to be able to take care of all of her needs. Yeah, right up until the fact that she got her first set of shots. I was so eager to take Erin in for those, and her mother was eager for me to take her. Should have known something was up. Not only was pain inflicted on my daughter, I had to hold her while it was done. I'll never forget the look of betrayal and panic on her face. Daddy, this hurts. Make it stop. And I couldn't this time. So yes, she had the big, real cry. The moment I realized you love something more than life itself, it was game on, and it wasn't all easy peasy. There were going to be things that happened in my child's life, pain that I cannot stop them from experiencing, even if it's for their own good. So I held her as tightly as I could. Even though I felt like I violated her trust in me, I tried to reassure her that it was going to be okay. Then I bundled her up and I took her home. And while she recovered from the trauma and slept in the back seat, I drove and I cried the big, real cry. See, for me, it's both a blessing and a curse to feel things as deeply as I do. I wear my emotions on my sleeve. From the immense pride and love that I feel for my kids to the tough life decisions and lessons that come with being their dad, they will always know where I stand with them and how much I love and I'm proud of them. So that's that one. That's number 4. Number 5 comes out this weekend. It will center on traditions, family Christmas tree cut down, the winery, all the cool things we do. And once again, thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Cheers.